friends, it's Jenny, and I'm getting ready to work on another layout using my Through the Seasons kit. This one's going to be a double page layout, so let's talk about it. I have 5 photos, and let me go ahead and silent that. I apologize. So I've got, again, these are older photos. These are probably 2003, again, of a pumpkin patch. So where my son went to preschool, his teacher actually lived on a farm, and every year she would have her class over for a little hayride. So we were there for this event, and so this is my little guy. There he is again. His face there cracks me up, but this is me, and you know, helping him get on a pony here, getting the helmet on him. And then this is my daughter Elizabeth, and these are girls that actually we asked the teacher if it would be okay if we brought our youth group with us. So we did bring our Sunday school youth group with us, so that was really nice. So that's Elizabeth and George, and Elizabeth and George. So like I said, I've got 5 photos. I don't have a sketch picked out right now, so I don't know where I'm going with this, but let me show you what I've picked. I do believe I'm going to do a double page layout, and I'm going to use the Doodlebug Pumpkin Spice collection. Now in this bag, I just have scraps. I have scraps from layouts that I've made already, and I do try to incorporate them when I can. So I've got my scraps ready to use. I also have, if you remember, I bought the 6x6 paper pad when I was at She Loves Color for $5. And I have picked out a couple of patterns already. You know, looking at them again, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to use that or not, but it's here. I'm going to slide them right back in there. We'll figure out what we're going to do as we move along. The papers that I have picked out are, this is, I had cut the middle of this one out before. And I'm actually thinking, because I don't have much ephemera for this particular collection, I'm actually thinking of using some of these little things and just cutting them out for ephemera. And then what's left, I could probably just cut out the leaves, fussy cut some leaves. So that's what this piece of paper is for. It's going to be utilized more as ephemera. I've got the other one, because I really love these leaves. So we'll see if I cut into it or not. I don't know. It's like, oh, I love this side. Oh, I love this side. So we'll see. But I do have this available to use. See, the thing is that I'm using this and then I just won't have it anymore. It's just how I am. I don't know. It's sad. It's sad. That's why I buy it, to use it. But then, here nor there. This piece of paper, so this collection was from 2020, and this is called Forest of Friends. And then this is just all the little creatures. So you've got your bear and your raccoon and your little, is he a hedgehog, a fox, a moose? In the back is just some of the same thing, but it's just a, what would you call this, tan print with a little bit of a darker brown images. I've got this piece of paper called Cutie Pie, and it's just the colors in the collection in a stripe. And if I use this, I'll probably, well, I don't know yet. Depends on which way I go with how I'm going to go ahead and lay out the layout. But the back of this is pumpkin pie. I don't have any pumpkin pie to document, so I'll be using this. I do love pumpkin pie, though. I've got this piece of paper called Sunflower Fields. There's just all these pretty flowers on that brown background. In the back of this is a bunch of owls. Owls on more of a yellow background. I did pick it for this side. And my background is actually going to be this craft cardstock. I don't know who this is by. I've had it in my inventory for some time. Don't they look different colored? I'll have to look, as I have several sheets in there, so I'll have to get something that actually matches, but I am going to use craft as my background. Other things that I have pulled, I've got from my Buttons Galore and More fall box. This was a box exclusive, and it's just a little container of all all different like jemmies and leaves, and there's little pumpkins here. I'm not considering doing a shaker pocket on this one, but these are nice flatback gems, so that I could use them like enamel dots or something if I want. And those little pumpkins are cute. I've got here some more Buttons Galore and More, a couple of pumpkins, and a couple of acorns. These are flatback, so I could use those. I have some Doodle Pops. I've got a horse, which I'm definitely going to use this one. He is from, it's called Giddy Up, and this is from 2018, so he's a little bit older. I've got this one with a squirrel and the tree stump and some acorns, and this is called Nutty Buddies, and that's 2021. And then I've got the fox and the mushrooms. This is called Fox and Friends, and this is from 2020. From She Loves Color this year, I did buy those epoxy packs. So these are the ones that I have, you know, for fall. These are just some leaves and acorns and sunflowers, and there's bees and birds, and so these I've just included in my fall. And then I have these shape sprinkles that are actually from the collection. These are called Happy Fall from 2020. Now, as far as ephemera goes, like I said, I do not have much, which is why I've got that sheet picked out. For this collection, I had gotten the scrap room kit, so I've got a row of enamel dots, and then just, you know, thanks for being sweet, you spice up my life, more pie, pumpkin kisses, that one maybe could use, keep on truckin', sweater weather, hello, a nice cup of tea, flower, a cupcake, so happy together. We're gonna have to figure out, I think it says, maybe it says autumn. We've got some jam there, so none of these food items would be used. You spice up my life. I like that. No truck. This looks like, oh, it's probably a coffee bean, so I wouldn't be using that. Let's see. A-U-T-U-M-N. Right? N, yay. And then there's two little, to put at the end, some leaves. So that's it. Maybe a title, you know, or something on there. But these are things that I have available to use that are ephemera. Let me put them back in this pack. Since I don't have much, I don't want to lose them. And then what else you see on the side here is I have titles that, you know, that we buy in thickers, or we get in kits and things like that, and they're the title packs. But I've tried to go ahead and put seasons together. So here you'll see I have some sticker sheets here too. I've got these from Rosie Studios Nature Gifts. They're kind of a gold font. I've got, these are from Willow by One Canoe 2. These are Farm Life from Simple Stories. We've got Old Amy Tangerine. We've got Pink Fresh. More Amy Tangerine. These were from the Girl Squad kit from Pebbles. I don't remember what this is from, but there's some on the front and back. We've got, this is just called Catherine, and it's just words. So these are things that I keep on this jump ring that I do switch out to try to get these titles used up. I haven't gone to them recently because we've been using up those Halloween ones, but I figure I'd grab this for this particular layout. I do have, although I don't have paper ephemera, I've got the sticker sheet. You'll see quite a few things are used already, but there's definitely a lot more to use. And then I have the mini icons, and let's take a look. I don't know if I've used any of these. Nope. So I've got all the mini icons available to use. So that's my plan. Like I said, I don't have a sketch. I'm gonna look for one. I need to check my background to get two pieces of craft that match. That would be nice. I didn't even notice that until laying them next to each other. But this is what you will see in the next layout. So what I'll do is, like I've been doing, is I'll get everything laid out. I'll come back and talk about my thoughts, and we can go ahead and start to assemble together. With that, I'll be back. Hey friends, it's Jenny, and I'm here to share the layout, the double page layout that I completed using my Doodlebug pumpkin spice collection. Now, the reason that the process wasn't filmed is because it was honestly going all over the place, and that was because I couldn't decide if I liked the craft background, if I wanted to switch it to white, but I really did like the craft for the fall feel. And then after honestly putting these strips of paper down, I had no idea what else I wanted to do, so it took me some time to get it all together. So it is going to go in the album as a double page layout, but let me go ahead and share it to you one by one. Share it with you one by one. So the first page here, of course, we've got our craft background, and then these two pieces are just 6 by 6 pieces of paper that I put on an angle, and I put them down. Now I had these two same picked for this side and completely forgot to put it down. So blunder number one, and I didn't want to pull everything up because I was using some liquid glue as well for pieces. So these three little pieces down here that you see are fussy cut from that 2x2 paper where it had all the different images, and I had cut the middle out. Just so happens that I had the little tractor and the corn and the pumpkins left. I did use the horse doodle pop since I'm putting my little guy on a horse here. This sun was also fussy cut out from that 2x2 paper. And this One Fall Day is a very old title that I had from Doodlebug that I found in the bottom of my envelope there that I was like, oh, that's perfect. I did use some jemmies from my Buttons Galore and More fall box. And there's really not a whole lot more to say about this. You know, I've got some leaves here and just the gems. And I am using Nuvo glue, but I don't like how it's kind of like, I can see it, but what can you do? Because you definitely have to glue all these little extra pieces down. I even had to, after I'd taken photos, I lifted this up and I ended up having to glue the horse back down as well. Now page 2 is the photos of my daughter Elizabeth and son George together. These pumpkins are fussy cut, and then the leaves and the acorns and this little birdie, they're all from the sticker sheet. I've got gems again from my Buttons Galore and More. This So Happy Together was in the little bit of ephemera that I had. And the 4 photos I matted on that very busy paper with all the creatures on the back of it, and then just a nice orange piece of cardstock. And like I said, I ended up putting this part down already before putting those triangles under, and I didn't want to lift everything and cut it, and I figured this was I don't know, it's good enough, but it is good enough. It's, you know, these 5 photos I now have documented of just a day at the pumpkin patch. This pumpkin here is also from Buttons Galore and More. So I'm happy to have these done. It's fun playing with, you know, my collections that I had to have and then didn't do anything with, and getting them used, and then getting to the pieces where you're like, I'm not going to have it anymore. But that's okay, because they come out with new stuff. So tell me what you think. Have you used all of your Doodlebug pumpkin spice if you've already purchased it, if you had purchased it in the past and already finished up with it? Now we have to move on to the Doodlebug Farmhouse collection, which I do have. I won that at She Loves Color, so I've got that. That will be in the rotation. I honestly don't know if I'll get to it this year, just because I've got my Through the Seasons kit I'm working through. I'm working through my October collection obsession and my mood board inspiration, which is, you know, all things that I want to do. So I also want new stuff. So there you go. I don't know. It's just like a hamster in a spinning wheel here. What can I tell you? But again, I'm sorry I didn't record the process, but I did want to share the finished outcome with you. I want to thank you for your time. I do appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.